Hi again, this is Michelle with another unboxing video for you. So today we have a really special one. This is the XRGB Mini Framemeister. This is an upscaler unit, which it says right on there in the box. And no, it did not cost that price. It cost quite a lot, very near that price, but not quite. This has been lauded on the internet as the best thing since practically ever. As far as video games go. If you want an old game to look good, this is the way to go. It upscales things, 480p, 240p, I think I'm saying that right. Yeah, it's P, not interlace. And it really does a great job. It has RGB inputs, it has the D video input, which is only used in Japan. HDMI. There's apparently a DVI, according to this, but all videos I've seen show that there's not. So that's weird. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, it also has a upgradable firmware, which is nice because people have been actually upgrading the firmware and making the system better, and also including English in the firmware, even though this is a Japanese product. Some really dedicated fans out there. The nice thing about this is, sorry, let me catch my breath there, is that this, not only does it upscale your videos and make them look really nice, it has a lot of great settings in it to really get the best out of your old games on an HD TV. Normally they just look like crap. This thing can introduce scan lines, which really go a long way into making an old game look the way it's supposed to on a newer TV. Also, of course, the upscaling, and it has some other filtering and things. And I've seen a lot of videos on it, and it just looks fantastic. And I've seen so many videos and so much information and so many people who said, you know, CRT TVs is the only way to go. It's the only thing you can do. And then they open this thing up and they say, oh my god, this thing blows it away. We're wrong. And since Japan has decided to get rid of all its CRT TVs, you cannot find them anywhere anymore. I've looked. This really was the only way to go, unfortunately. Now, I'm going to be using S-Video because I don't have the RGB cables right now. They're hard to find. I do have the D video for Wii and for PSP, so I can do that. But for the older consoles, it's going to be S-Video for now. That's okay. All the videos I've seen still look good. RGB is definitely the way to go, but it's going to cost, you know, a good $60 just to get one of the cables, and that's kind of ridiculous. So anyway, let's open this thing up. So, here's our box. And here we go. Alright, so we have the manual, which is a manual. And I'm not even really going to bother opening that up. It's a manual. It's all in Japanese, most likely. Yeah, maybe I will open it up and see if it's as much in Japanese as I think it is. Let's take a look. You know, could get lucky and there could be an English section in the back. No, that is Japanese. So I hope you know Japanese or have a good translating program. So here we have this little white box, which probably, I'm guessing, has the the AC adapter. Yep, there we go. AC adapter. Pretty standard looking. Now I had an upscaler that was designed for S-Video and composite to HDMI, and it was just not, I mean, it did alright, but it boosted the sound way too much, made it impossible to hear. Well, actually not impossible to hear, too hard, you know, too loud to hear on a TV. It distorted the sound. And also it didn't really do a good job cleaning up the picture. It basically made the picture look moderately okay, but bigger, and that's about it. And it wasn't super expensive, so I ended up just getting rid of it and getting this because this is much better. Here is a stand, which I didn't know that it had. That's something that has not shown up in any of the videos that I've seen so far. Interesting. We have some batteries. It's always nice when people put batteries in their devices, in the boxes, instead of, you know, the whole batteries not included junk. So this comes wrapped up in bubble wrap, which is nicey. Pardon my idiocy. And here it is. So a lot of people have said, yeah, so there's no DVI output there. I'm not sure where they got that from. It says DVI output. I don't know why it says that. Maybe you can use an adapter or something. I mean, I'm sure you can use an HDMI to DVI adapter and do it. And I know it has settings for that. Maybe there's some other technique. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to pour through the manual or something. Anyway, so this is it here. Here's our SD slot right here for upgrading the firmware. Our D video input. Our HDMI 1 and 2 input. A lot of people have complained that there's no, what do you call it, VGA. And I say, well, there is. It's right here. I mean, yes, you do have to go and buy another little box to convert from VGA to HDMI. But from what I've heard from the one person who was intelligent enough to try it, it works great. No problems. And you can plug up the Dreamcast with it, with the RGB. I mean, with the, well, yeah, technically it's RGB, but with the VGA. And it works great. So, don't know about that. USB port, apparently also for upgrading the firmware. Don't really know. Nobody's really given any information other than that. And then, of course, our power. Here is our RGB in, which is looks different, and that's because there's a connector that comes with this there to convert it to the S-cart, the 21-pin S-cart or Japan cart format. It's different than the European S-cart format, which is French. Surprised the French designed anything. It does look really weird, so I guess that's why. And then here's our normal composite and S-video. Yeah. So, I've heard a lot of people complain about the build quality. I don't know. It feels solid. I mean, the plastic is definitely, you know, it's not super high quality plastic, but it's as good quality plastic as anything else that you can get on the market right now. This feels and weighs about the same as a router. And considering most routers out there, you know, fine with me. I'm not complaining much. I mean, I'm not going to go throw it across the room or anything, so what does that matter? So let's set that down there and have a look under here. And here we have our remote control. Batteries will go in there, obviously. It's all in Japanese. I've heard someone talk about a custom plate. Maybe you can print that out or something, or buy it online. I don't know. I can read enough Japanese that this is not a problem for me. And here is our little, ooh, the box fell out. Here's our little adapter for the RGB, which unfortunately I won't be using right now because I can't find the cable, but I will get one eventually. From all accounts, from all the videos I've seen, S-Video does not look shabby, so yeah, this end plugs into the system, I mean, to the unit, and this plugs into the cable for the system. This thing is just weird. It's called S-cart in Europe, but Europe has a different pin configuration. And, you know, leave it to the French to design a cable that looks like this, instead of one that looks like this or any other cable out there. France. Okay, leave you with that. Later I'll probably do a review of it, but first I have to test it out. Bye!